Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'd like to review for you guys a movie I just watched called Bandit. I was provided a streaming link to review this one for you guys. It's going to be available in theaters and on VOD September 23rd, 2022 from Quiver Distribution. Now, I was kind of excited for this one. It has a very interesting cast. Josh Duhamel, Elisha, Cuthbert, and Mel Gibson. And I kind of feel like Mel Gibson is getting into that territory now where he's just going to kind of be in anything and everything, sadly. So I didn't realize going into this, but it is played off as a true story, and I can remember a time in my life when if a movie said it was based on a true story, I believed it was, but Hollywood has really taken advantage of this based on a true story. So I don't know if this is based on a true story. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying just because a movie claims to be doesn't make me necessarily believe it is, although I do feel like this one probably seems like it is based on a true story. So we open the movie with a bank robbery. A guy goes in to the bank and he says, give me some money. I won't hurt you. Don't put the silent alarm on. Don't put any die packs in it. And he gets away with the money. Then we see Josh Duhamel in court for check fraud or something, some kind of fraud. And he gets sent to prison. And he ends up escaping very, very quickly. And he just kind of goes on the run. Now, this movie does take place in Canada as well. I don't think I mentioned that. He goes on the run. He escapes to this small town, and he works selling ice creams out of a little bicycle. And he just kind of seems like he just kind of drifts around trying to get from place to place without getting caught. And so he ends up meeting this woman, and they kind of fall in love, and she gets pregnant. And he's like, okay, what am I going to do? I need a lot of money. So he goes on this crazy bank robbing spree. I can't remember if they said how many it was, but he ends up robbing all these banks. And the way he does it, I don't think he ever actually has a gun. He just says, give me the money, and he kind of insinuates that he has a gun, but he always has it planned out. And he has these kind of intricate plans on how he's going to escape and how he always kind of tricks the cops, and he always just kind of seems to walk away from the robbery without anyone even realizing it was him. Now, there is a cop investigating it, and, he's getting closer and closer with every robbery. He's getting closer to him. And then basically he ends up moving away with the woman, and he decides to go for one last big score, and of course everything falls apart. Now, I like the movie. I thought it was interesting. It does kind of change its tone several times, and it's kind of strange what it's about, because like I say, there's the robbery at the beginning, and then he goes to court for check fraud. I'm like, well, is this the same guy? And then he goes back and he's kind of scoping out these banks, and I'm like, wait a minute, was he the guy in the beginning or not? I was confused. And then he just kind of starts robbing all these banks, and then he kind of quits. And so it just seems to kind of change the tone several times. Now, I thought it was well acted. I was expecting a little more from a cast such as was in this, but I feel like it's a solid movie, pretty interesting. I did give it a 3 out of 5. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, to the chest of videos, and I'll see you guys next time.